Hello guys, NautoAisDx here, and I want to give my thoughts on the new Game Plus Expo, the games that they showed from Japanese developers. So, quick thoughts on that one is the games that they show. Well, it got me interested and it got me excited for some of them. So, I'm gonna give my thoughts on some games that I was very interested on. So, with that, let's get started on the games that they show. So I'm going to use the website to make it easy. I'm going to give my thoughts about it. So the first thing is 13 Sentinel Aegis. So it's a strategy RPG, but the developer are from Vanillaware, the people who did Odin Sphere, Murasame, and of course Dragon's Crown. So this one's going to be a PS4 exclusive. It's going to come September the 8th. And the good part about this game is it will have English voices. However, it's going to be like a beta patch down the line after the game's launch. You know what? It is what it is. At least you have an option for that one. I mean, if they didn't put English though, including myself, we're going to say maybe I'll wait for a while because, and I said before and I said it again, options are good. When you put English dub, you kind of give more people reason to get the game. Not everyone wants to read while they play the game. Not everyone wants to listen to Japanese voices. It's not a political thing. It's just a preference. Believe me, when I'm playing Judgment, because I've been playing Judgment lately, and when I put it on English, yeah, I understand. I enjoy it more. That's just me. So yeah, the game's gonna come out this September, and yeah, I mean, the Vanillaware game looks beautiful. The artwork. So I want to see what's more about this game. It did say it's a strategy RPG, but so far the trailer, they're just showing people talking like a visual novel, but you know what? We're going to have to wait and see in that one. So the next one is Bloodstain, Curse of the Moon 2. So of course you've been following the franchise. Bloodstain was created by Igarashi, the guy who did Symphony of the Night. So here's the backstory. Bloodstain, Curse of the Moon is a prequel to Ritual of the Night. So my question this one is does it take place after Ritual of the Night or is it still before? I don't know. So for this one, it's gonna come July actually, and it's gonna be in multi-platform: Steam, PS4, Switch, Xbox. Which is, come on, it's a 2D game developed by Integrate, basically the same people who did the Mega Man Zero series, or to be precise, the Azure Gunvolt series. And yeah, so I don't know what the timeline for this one is. It looks good and more interesting because one is you're gonna get new characters, plus for the first time it's going to be multi-platform. I don't know about online. I don't think they said something about it, but hey, you know, two-player, it looks good. You get to play as a golem apparently also, so can't wait to see that one. So the next one that I'm interested is, of course, Dead End Request 2, the sequel for the first game. And the interesting part here is, first of all, yes, English and Japanese voice language. Thank you. And of course, they showed a stream on it during the new Game Plus Expo. And yeah, it does play like the first one. Looks like it. Maybe they added some new bread and butter. But the thing is, the story itself, it is an isolated story. However, characters from the first game do make an appearance. And the interesting part about this game is that the writer is the same guy who did Corpse Party. So if you play those games, then you know what it is. So it's very terrifying. It's a horror type story, but still it's a JRPG. And yes, from what I heard, there is gore. And of course, there's still a bit of a controversy, and that is the DLC costume for the cast for the first game, the glitch costume. So the gist of it is, the PS4 version, they had to modify it a bit, but what they did in the Steam version, they did a survey. They asked, do you want the original or the updated version? And including myself voted, and we said, you know what, we wanted the original version. And they did. So the Steam version will have the original version. In the case with the PS4, it's the censored version, which is, I think, bull crap. Hopefully, if they finally remove this stupid content policy rule, hopefully they're willing to do an update. I mean, that costs money, but hey, you know what it is. But yeah, I mean, I'll eventually get the game in the long run. I still have to finish the first one. So moving from that one is something that gives me a laugh. That is Fight Crab. It's an arena fighter game. Plays crab, but it's able to use weapons, and that's all I can say. I don't know. It's I don't know the game. I know there was betas about it. Max Meaning Dude actually played the beta. So it's gonna come out on the Switch and on Steam, and I'm just gonna see what it is, and that's all I can say. It's a crab, battle crab, arena crab. It's all about crabs. So the next one is Guilty Gear Strive. Yes, it's been announced. The game got delayed to early 2021. Of course, they show more gameplay of Zato and Nelia, so that's good for the fans for it, especially the FGC. For me, the best part is English and Japanese voice. So again, the option is there. Yes, the controversy in the past was they did not put voice on Rev 2 and Revelator, and according to Daisuke it was a time issue. So hopefully before this game comes out, they probably have to do a definitive version of Revelator which has English dub, but again, I doubt that. Of course, what's happening right now in real life. Reveal new characters, gonna be August 2020. Kinda like you see kinda pattern the Evo 2020 thing. And then the next one that I'm interested is Idol Manager. Apparently it's a strategy game that's according to Game Plus Expo. You're a manager and it's a simulator. I guess your job is to manage idols and I guess also TV events, studios, tours. You're a manager. It's gonna be in the PC. I think it kind of makes sense, but I heard that they also consider doing it on Switch in the long run, but we'll see. And then from SNK, Neo Geo Pocket Color Selection. So it's been revealed that yes, that's what the brand name is called, Neo Geo Pocket Color Collection Selection. And right now, the third game they're gonna show is King Fighter R2, which is King Fighter 98. And then, of course, already in the past, if you already noticed, Samurai Showdown 2 Pocket Fighting Series. That was a pre-order for the Switch version of Samurai Showdown 2019. And then, of course, just recently been released SNK Gal Fighter, which is the actual, I hate to say it, the better version than SNK Heroine Frequency. Yeah, so you notice it's a Switch exclusive. A lot of people, including myself, did post on Twitter to Kaiser Wave that, hey, would it be nice if it comes also in another console? According to Kaiser Wave, he hears it, the developer hears it, but at the same time, they just said, hey, you know what? As of right now, we're just focusing on the Switch. It's easy again. Sometimes it's development issues, so it is what it is. Can't do anything about it. Hopefully, SNK would listen. They'll listen and, you know, port it on other systems. Just saying that. Option is always good. So another one that got me interested is Neptunia Virtual Stars. Yes, that's the title for Western release. It's going to be released in 2021. As of right now, PlayStation 4 exclusive. I know for some you might be worried, and why. Here's the deal, including Falcom, Idea Factory, and some others. They're only knowledgeable to develop games on the PlayStation 4 or Sony platform. Yes, it sucks, but as of right now, it does suck. But it is what it is. However, thanks to, you know, Port Expert, they're able to port it to other console or system. So maybe in the long run, maybe Idea Factory International, maybe Ghostlight, Bluepoint, whoever, who are expert on porting games, maybe they'll port it to the Switch, maybe to Steam, whatever. I mean, the thing also with Idea Factory, whether you like or not, they're even outsourcing the game to other publishers like Crystal Chronicle, Monster Crystal Chronicles. It's going to be published by East Asia. Again, it's either that or they wouldn't release it, or it'll be 2021 because they're already slumped. So, I mean, can't do anything about it. I mean, G-Cube did Gal Gun Pixies. Again, it's either that or they don't release it. So, kind of sucks when something like that happened, but I mean, would you rather them publish it themselves but wait for a long time, or heck, end up not being released because of whatever situation, or let someone else who's willing to localize and publish it, at least say, there you go. I mean, again, it is what it is, it sucks, but again, the case with Neptunia Virtual Star, it looks interesting. Yes, it is a hack and slash. Interesting enough, it's not by Tamsoft, but we'll see. I mean, the game's gonna come out this August in Japan. And like I said before, Idea Factory International, they can't do worldwide releases. It may suck, but again, to each of their own. Not all companies are equal. But the good part about this one, as they said, is that it's going to be English and Japanese voice. So you get to hear the VTuber in English. Hopefully, cross my finger. I mean, it's going to suck if they don't have any voice, but we'll have to wait and see. But the interesting part about this game is that Elyhart's going to make an appearance. So are we gonna hear Elyhart in English? That'll be interesting. So it's gonna come out in 2021. I don't know when. So like I said, for this year, they already have Dead End Request 2. And of course, another one is Mega Dimension Neptunia V2 for the Switch at the end of July. And then I don't know what they're gonna do in the rest of 2020. But hey, you know, this is their next game. It's gonna be 2021. It is what it is. I mean, is it something that, oh, I gotta play it? Well, unless you like Neptunia, you like Neptune and the Goddesses, there are a lot of games that's gonna come in 2020, I think. So another one that's interested, but I already played this and I have it for the PSP. Yes, PSP is Preeny Wanted to Explode and Reload. So this is a part from the PSP, including all the DLC, so you don't have to buy the DLC. So it's a spin-off to the Disgaea game. And it's basically a platformer, and the premise is, I played the first one, is that you start with 100 Preeny, but the objective of the game is how many Preenys can you save out of 100 to reach the end of the game. That's really it. And the game, it's fun, but it's really clunky. I'm gonna say it's a clunky platformer, but it's a lot of fun. It's probably going to give you rage because of the clunky controls there. So it's going to be right now. It's exclusive to the Switch, coming out this October. Again, we'll go to other platform and Steam. Well, here's the deal. The game is way too old. So if they have not been porting this for other console or in PC, chances are that this game's probably not that good. That they say, you know what, maybe Switch version, maybe the portability, maybe they'll incline to buy it. We'll just have to wait and see. Again, if you like the Disgaea series, you might like this spin-off here. And then the next one is Samurai Showdown 2019. Finally revealed the last character for Season Pass 2, and it's the Warden. Yes, the Knight from For Honor is the fourth character. Why? I don't know. Couldn't they just put in Seeger or heck a actual new character that's a knight? I don't know. Why? That's what I'm gonna say. But it is interesting that there is gonna be guest characters now in SK games. So again, you gotta keep in mind that the Warden is from a game called For Honor. It's sort of a arena fighting game. It plays sort of a punch out because it's all about timing. One of the faction is you play as the knight, so that's why the Warden is there. So I mean, he doesn't look bad. They showed a demonstration. Maybe again, if the season pass is cheap, I might get it in the long run, but it is what it is there. And then speaking of Samurai Showdown Neo Geo Collection finally revealed their collector's edition via unlimited runs. So for them, of course, they're just gonna have like some collectibles like books, CDs. It's gonna be in a Neo Geo Shock box, which is those giant cartridges. I mean, if you like physical collectibles, there you go. For me, whatever's cheaper. The game is MSRP $40. However, if you have a high-end PC and you decide to create an Epic account, this game was free. Literally, it was free to keep. So made me give a reason to use the Epic game launcher, and it's not that bad in my opinion. But again, I do prefer Steam, but whatever, it is what it is. I played the collection. It's not that bad. I mean, it is a collection. The big feature about this one is Samurai Showdown 5 perfect. So that's really the big deal on this one here. But yeah, I mean, for the collection, it's not that bad. $40? Sure. I think $30 probably more makes more sense. Just my opinion. I know there is online, but of course the online is right now they're updating it. Of course, it's cross-play with Steam now, so Steam and Epic Store. So of course, PS4 and Switch and Xbox gonna be the end of July. Collector's edition is gonna be probably beyond that. You know how limited one works. So I mean, there you go. You got an option there. And then, of course, speaking of anime games, is Trails of Cold Steel 3 finally on the Switch. So option is there. I still gotta finish the game for myself. So eventually, I might want to do a impression of the series, and I can see why a lot of people like it. But it'll probably be a long while. But at least props to NIS America to having it with English dub. So yeah, because of course the first two games were English dub. They even added more voice line. Well, it was based on the Steam version, so but still, I know it might be partial dub, but again, it's better than us, Mighty Number 9. And speaking of Trails of Cold Steel, Part 4 gonna come this year on PlayStation 4, 2020 of October 27th, and then 2021 for the other console, Switch, Steam, PC, you know it. So again, of course, the conclusion of Rain Schwartzer's storyline or the Cold Steel. Again, same as Part 3 in NIS America, they actually put each dub, so that's good. Again, I got Part 3, I gotta start playing it, but I gotta finish Part 2. And then hopefully once I finish those, I can go to Part 4. We'll just have to wait and see, but yeah, it'll be interesting. And then lastly, it's a big surprise for me from the new Game Plus Expo. That is Ys 9 Mushroom Knock. So finally, 2021, NIS America is going to localize this game. This game came out in Japan in 2019 that fall, and a lot of fans wanted this game to be ported, but according to Falcom, even the president say, as of right now, we're only focusing in Japan. So yeah, that is sort of a little bit of an obstacle for Falcom, but again, they're not as big as Square Enix, so you can't really complain that much. I mean, there's a reason why their games are never worldwide released, because they're not that big. So at least now they're finally going to release it 2021. Hopefully it has a good English dub and the text, because if you followed Ys 8, you know the controversy what happened before that. So they learned their lesson, hopefully. So it's going to be interesting. So, I mean, I still got to play some of those Ys games. I have only some of them, I think. Origin, 4, and 3. I think that's all I have. I don't follow the series that much, but I heard good things about it. So again, for someone who's a fan of the series, there you go. Finally, 2021. At least they're ringing it. I know it's better than ever. So yeah, it's gonna be that interesting. So yeah, those are my thoughts on the games that they show for New Game Plus Expo, and I'm gonna do a follow-up. Basically, more thoughts on SNK and Idea Factory. But in a general idea, what's my thoughts on the whole game they showed? It is for everyone, especially Japanese games. So there are Japanese developer company that still, would release game for the Western audience. So there you go. So that's awesome there, and hopefully more is gonna come. Hopefully the PlayStation 5 Series X is gonna have Japanese game as well. I mean, there's a start, but again, we just have to wait and see. So those are my thoughts on the new Game Plus Expo. Hopefully, maybe they'll do this again next year. I know this. Hopefully that the situation finally clears. But who knows? It sucks, but it is what it is. So with that, I'll see you guys later.